Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Milwaukee Brewers baseball. Join the crowd and enjoy the action. You're on 66 WAPBA. We're coming to you from out here at the park where the Brewers will host the visiting Detroit Tigers.
It's opening day. Both teams steady in their blocks, and the long race begins in a few minutes. This is the first game in this three-game series.
The Brewers take the field here in the first. Defensively for Milwaukee, Cooper at first base, Gantner at second, Money the shortstop, Cirillo at third. The outfield consists of Vaughn in left field, Yount in center field, and Thomas over in right. Moore is behind the plate and on the mound for the Brewers. The left-hander, Aguirre. When he's in command, he'll make you look foolish. He will be facing Tigers starter, right-hander, McLean. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Keene will start the first. Keene, a fierce hitter. Moore sets up. The pitch. Well hit drive. Deep to left field. Carrying. And Vaughn chases it down. What a catch. One down. Now coming up, Gehringer. Hits for average. Charlie can get on. Gehringer now ready. Left-hander Aguirre ready. Now the pitch. Gehringer pops it up behind the plate. Moore moves under it and hauls it in for the second out. Base is empty. Two gone. Left-sided Cobb will bat next for Detroit. He gives any pitcher fits. Cobb waits. Left-hander Aguirre ready. He delivers. Cobb got under it. It's drifting near the stands past first. Cooper is there. He has it. 3 away. The Brewers retire the side in order. Tigers, nothing. Brewers coming up. For the Tigers. The Tigers take the field here in the first. Manager Anderson sends out his squad this way. Greenberg at first base. Gehringer at second. Keene, the shortstop. Kell at third. And the outfield. In left is Heilman. In center, Cobb. And over in right, Kaline. Freehand is behind the plate and on the mound for Detroit. McLean, who comes from the right side. Good control. Okay. Here's Yount to start it off. He hits from the right. Yount at the plate to hit. Batter waits. McLean gets set to work on him. McLean to the wind. Swung on, chopping ground ball up the middle. Keene is over. He bobbles it and hurries his throw. Greenberg has to come off the bag to get it. Yount reaches. Keene picks up an error. For Milwaukee, Yount down at first. No outs. The next Brewers batter is Cirillo, right-hander. Jeff, a strong hitter. The hitter stands in. McLean gets set to work on him. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. Kell moves toward the line. He's under it, and he makes the catch. Cooper the hit. Yount on at first. 1 away. A force to be reckoned with. Cooper stands in. Right-hander McLean ready. The pitch. Drilled to the left side. Right at Keene. This should be 2. Flips the ball to Gehringer. Relayed at Greenberg. Double play to retire the side. That'll do it for Milwaukee. No runs on no hits. One misadventure for the Tigers, so they do not score. Tigers due to bat. Heilman, Greenberg, and Kaline due up for Detroit. Here's Heilman to start it off. Harry can really kill the ball. The slugger stands in. Moore crouched down now. He brings it in. Upstairs with a fast one. Heilman doesn't offer. And that's ball number 4. And Heilman will get down to first. That was Heilman's first walk of the season. Well, runner on first. Greenberg, the hit. A showstopper. Heilman at first, not known for his speed. Greenberg steps in. Left-hander Aguirre ready. Now the delivery. A little roller to the right side. Gantner running in. He pounces on it. The quick toss to Cooper. And he's gone. One away. Heilman moves into scoring position. The Tigers have one away. Heilman standing out at second. Kaline is stepping up to hit against Aguirre. Al comes up there to hit. The slugger stands in. Aguirre put on the rubber. Aguirre looking home. Here's the delivery. Ground ball to first. Cooper covers it and touches the bag. 2 away. Heilman had to hold up at second. Kell to hit for the Tigers. That's right. The Tigers have 2 gone. Heilman standing out at second. A bat to watch. Heilman on second. Kell waiting. Bat stirring slightly. Aguirre poised. And now the pitch. Lifted high to left. Vaughn is drifting toward the line. And he hauls it in. That's 3 away. For the Tigers, nothing across. 1 left on. They waste the base runner. No score in the game. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. For Milwaukee, here in the 2nd. Vaughn, Thomas, and Gantner. Here's Vaughn to start it off. He swings from the right. He's earned his reputation at the plate. The hitter stands in. Freehand set. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat. Greenberg moves for it. And he spears it. Waves off McLean. And he steps on first for the out. 1 away. It's now Thomas, the bat, hitting 5th. 1 down. Base is empty for Milwaukee. Gorman has been a reliable hitter. He'll wait for his pitch. The hitter stands in. Freehand crouched down now. The pitch. Scorched back through the box. It caroms off his leg. Keene charges over. Bang, bang play at first. Thomas is out. McLean shakes it off. He'll be all right. 2 away. Next up, Milwaukee hitter Gantner. Gantner, recently known as a solid hitter. McLean focuses in on the target. McLean kicks and deals. A towering fly ball to center. This should do it. Cobb roams over. Plenty of room. And hauls it in. Side retired. So the Brewers go down 1-2-3. No score. The top of the 3rd inning coming up. For Detroit, it'll be Freehand, McLean, and Keene. To get it going for the Tigers here, Freehand, right-hander. The Tigers can count on him. Moore sets up. Aguirre deals. Cut on, hit in the air. Left field. Vaughn's right there. And he makes the catch. 1 down. Next up, pitcher McLean. Denny taking his first at bat of the season. He stands in. Aguirre prepares to come home. Higuera winds and fires. It's a shot to left center. That's a base hit. McLean rounds first. Yount takes it on the long bounce. The throw to second. And McLean pulls with a single for Detroit. The first hit in this game. One gone, third inning, one on. Next to bat for Detroit is Keene from the right. He's the top of the order. McLean, a decent runner. Higuera staring in, ready to work. Higuera now. Keene lifts a lazy pop fly. Cirillo drifts back into left and brings it down. Two gone, third inning, one on. Here's Gehringer. Gehringer now ready. Higuera is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Ouch! Caught him in the leg. He couldn't get out of the way. He's rubbing that leg. The umpire's calling time. The trainer's out. Gehringer's in pain. It doesn't look good. But he'll stay in the game. He walks slowly down to first. Two down. McLean at second. Gehringer at first. The top of the third inning. Cobb's up, hitting third. Higuera climbs the mound. Pitcher Higuera set to go. The runners take their lead. He lets it go. Popped high to the right side. Gantner drifts back. The runners are moving. He's under it and makes the catch. For the Tigers, no runs on one hit. Two left. They waste the runners. Still no score in the game. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Brewers will send out the bottom of the lineup. Money, Moore, and Higuera. Money will get it started for the Brewers. He swings from the right. He gets his share of hits. Batter facing McLean. Now McLean ready. The pitch. Popped a mile high. Freehand throws off his mask. He's there. Takes a step back. And brings it down. One away. Milwaukee now sends Moore to bat from the right. A sure hitter. Moore has patience. McLean is ready to fire it in. The pitch comes in. A bouncer back of second, fielded by Gehringer. He throws in time, and that's the second out. Two outs, third inning. Higuera walks up. Teddy taking his first at bat of the season. Higuera settles himself in the box. Pitcher McLean eyeing Higuera. Now he's ready. And the pitch comes in. Swung on. Big K. And Higuera is retired. 3 down. McLean sets them down in order. 3 in the books here in Milwaukee. Still no score in the game. We go to the top of the 4th inning. For Detroit, it'll be Heilman, Greenberg, and Kaline. Heilman will lead off the 4th. Batter facing Higuera.
All right, hey, popping in. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Great. All right, so how to reposition things in baseball for windows in a ballpark. Yep, so basically what you're doing here is hold the control key and you just move them down. That's the same also with the scoreboard. You can move it anywhere you want as well. So yep, you're absolutely right. It's the control key. And then of course if you go into options, which I should probably do right now, you can reset fonts and things like that as well. So pretty easy. So any other questions? Yep. All right, you got it. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, we'll get back to the ball game. I'm not going to worry about resizing because this really isn't a game so much to watch as to listen to. All right, cool. Back to the game.
Higuera looking in. Higuera fires it in. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it over to first, and Heilman is retired. Here's Greenberg to take his swings. It's hard to keep Greenberg off the base pass. Moore set. Higuera with the pitch. Pulled sharply to Cirillo. Room service bounce. The long throw to first, and they get him. 2 away. Here's Kaline coming to the plate. Higuera staring in, ready to work. The pitch is on the way. Big swing, hits a dying Quail to right. Thomas gallops in. Gantner races back, but it parachutes between them. A blip single for Kaline. For Detroit, 2 down, 1 on. We have right-handed Cal to bat for the Tigers. Higuera looking in at the target. Kaline is off with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Moore fires to second. And they've got Kaline in a rundown, and Money runs him down. He flips to Cooper, and they get him. Nice play for the final out. That'll do it for Detroit. Nothing across. They leave none. Still no score. The Brewers will get a try in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Tigers will face the top of the order here in the 4th. Yount, Cirillo, and Cooper. Here's Yount to start it off. Freehand ready to receive. To the plate. Off the end of the bat, Greenberg moves for it, and he spears it, races to the bag. In time for the out. 1 away. Cirillo gets set to face McLean. 1 down. Jeff can get on. Right-hander McLean ready. The pitch. Bounce to Keene. He feels it. Takes his time. Throws over to Greenberg. And Cirillo is gone. 2 away. All right. Cooper walks up. The slugger stands in. Now McLean ready. McLean brings it. Strike 3. Cooper swung right through it. 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at the end of 4. Still no score. Tigers coming up. Higuera will now face the bottom of the Tigers lineup. Cal, Freehand, and McLean coming up. To get it going, Cal. Cal is 0 for 1. Higuera ready. The pitch. Big swing. Hits a dying Quail to right. Thomas gallops in. Gantner races back, but it parachutes between them. A blip single for Cal. The go-ahead run has reached. Freehand is now up. Freehand 0 for 1. Cal at first has legs. Higuera is on the slab. Higuera comes set. Throw to first. Safe. He dives back in. Good move. He almost had him. Now Higuera is back on the rubber. He delivers. Freehand bruises one, heading for the gap in left center. But Vaughn flags it down on the first bounce. Cal around second. But the coach is signaling to stop, and they hold Cal up as the throw comes in. Back-to-back single. The go-ahead run is now at second base. Well, here's a pitcher, McLean. Kell on second, Freehand on first, no one out, scoreless tie. Higuera on the rubber. Higuera focuses in on the target. Higuera comes home. McLean squares, butted on, popped, back and out of play. Strike one. McLean back in the box. Higuera climbs the mound. Lefty against righty. Higuera poised. He delivers. McLean squares. It's a beautiful bunt. Cirillo barehands it and throws to first. High throw, but he tags him out. McLean sacrifices. The go-ahead run is now on third. All right, Detroit now sends Keene to bat from the right. The Tigers have one gone, two on, second and third. Watch out with Harvey at the plate. He almost always puts the ball into play. Higuera is on the slab. Infield deep. Kell down the line some at third. Now Higuera pitches. Swung on. Strike three. It gets away from Moore. He scrambles. The throw to first. In time for the out, but the run scores. And the Tigers break the tie and now lead 1-0 here in the fifth. Here's Gehringer to hit for the Tigers. The Tigers have two outs. Runner third. Gehringer at the plate to hit. Gehringer ready. Higuera poised. Higuera looks freehand. Back to third. Higuera winds and fires. Way outside. Gehringer draws a base on balls. And there are runners at the corners. That was Gehringer's first walk of the season. 2 on. Here's Cobb. Tie, one of the league's best. Higuera prepared to work. Freehand alert at third. Higuera brings it, wrapped back to the mound. Higuera grabs it. This should do it. Throws over to first and gets him. And that's out number 3. The half for the Tigers. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2. They move in front. Brewers down 1-0. Vaughn, Thomas, and Gantner due up for Milwaukee. Vaughn will get it started for the Brewers. Right-hander. The hitter stands in. Pitcher McLean set to go. Here's a pitch from McLean. Lofted to center. Cobb has the range and the bead. And he puts it away. 1 down. Thomas to face McLean. Thomas can get on for you. Batter set. Freehand sets up. The pitch from McLean. Hit like a bullet right between Kell and Keene. A clean single to left for Thomas. And that's the first base knock for the Brewers in this game. The tying run is on. Now coming to bat for the Brewers, Gantner. Gantner made an out in his first at bat. It will be tough to turn 2 with Gantner to plate. Thomas with average speed. McLean comes set. He cranks and fires. A towering fly ball to center. Cobb drifts back. He squeezes it. And they are now 2 away. Thomas gets back to first. Money comes up the bat. Don 0 for 1. Pitcher McLean set to go. McLean comes home. Money started the swing. Did he hold up? They check with the first base ump. A base on balls for Money, and Thomas moves into scoring position. And that's the first walk issued by McLean. That was Money's first walk of the season. 2 on, the bottom of the 5th inning. Moore is stepping up to hit against McLean. A trusty bat. McLean sets up on the rubber again. Checks the runners. The runners take their lead. McLean rocks and fires. Well hit fly ball. Left center. Heilman and Cobb converge. Heilman calls him off and makes the catch. That'll do it for Milwaukee. No runs on 1 hit. 2 left. They had a good chance but did not cash in. The score still stands 1-0. Brewers down as we head for the top of the 6th inning. For Detroit, it'll be Heilman, Greenberg, and Kaline. Heilman to lead it off. The crowd's anxious to see Harry take his hacks. Detroit starter McLean pitching tough. The Tigers still after a little insurance. They lead by 1. The slugger stands in. Left-handed Higuera goes to the set position. The delivery from Higuera. Check swing. Soft blooper to right. Thomas races in. Gantner races out. Thomas has it. There's a little dance. And Heilman is retired. 1 down. We have Greenberg coming up to hit. He hits from the right. 1 down. Hits for average. Greenberg relaxes himself at the plate. Higuera gets set to work on him. Higuera comes to the plate. High pop down the line to right. Thomas races over into foul territory. He stumbles, but he keeps his feet, and he makes the catch. Nice play. And that's out number 2. Kaline coming up. Kaline is 1 for 2. Al steps up. Left-hander Higuera ready. The pitch. High and inside, ball 1. So Kaline steps back in. Moore crouched down now. The pitch. Way outside. Kaline draws a base on balls. That was Kaline's first walk of the season. 2 away, 6th inning, 1 on. It's now Kell to bat. Kell has a hit in 2 trips, and he scored a run. Kell waits. Higuera comes set. Space on the right. Kaline leading off, and Kaline takes off. He delivers. Grounded to money. He feels it. Over to first. 3 down. For the Tigers. No runs on no hits. 1 left. So the Tigers fail to capitalize on the runner. The score still 1-0. Brewers trail. The Brewers will have Higuera, Young, and Cirillo here in the 6th. Pitcher Higuera to lead it off. McLean prepared to work. He lets it go. Breaking ball, called strike 3. 1 down. All right. Right-handed batter Yount now walks out to bat. Yount knows how to get on base. McLean looking in at the target. The pitch. Popped high in front of the plate. Freehand tosses it mask away. Waves off Kell. And he's got it. 2 away. Now Cirillo to face McLean. Bats right. Cirillo has done nothing in 2 trips. They'll have to work around Cirillo's power. Cirillo takes his stance. McLean prepares to come home. McLean delivers. On the hand, popped up. Gehringer is calling for it. He's under it. And he makes the catch. 3 away. The Tigers retire the side in order. The score is still 1-0. Detroit as we go to the top of the 7th inning. For Detroit here in the 7th. Freehand, McLean, and Keene. Here's Freehand to lead it off. He gets his share of hits. Higuera looking home. The pitch. Grounded toward Money. He feels it. Takes his time, throws over to Cooper. And Freehand is gone. 1 down. McLean is now up. Higuera prepared to work. Higuera to the wind. That's skied to right center. Medium deep. Yount roams over. He calls. Can of corn. 2 away. Keene, bat in hand. Keene, 0 for 3. Keene gets in there. Moore ready to receive. The pitch comes in. Right in there. He's called out on strikes. Side retired. So the Tigers go in order. The score still 1-0. Brewers trail. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back from it. Root for the home team. Hey, don't man, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, thank you, I'm at the old ball game.
Detroit will now face the heart of the Brewers lineup. Cooper, Vaughn, and Thomas coming up. Here's Cooper to start it off. McLean is ready to fire it in. McLean over the offering. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Heilman drifts over. He's under it. No trouble. And he covers it. 1 down. Vaughn, bat in hand. Vaughn knows how to get on base. Batter waits. McLean focuses in on the target. And the pitch comes in. Routine grounder to second. Gehringer scoops it. Flips to first. Bad throw. But Greenberg gets his foot on the bag. And that's the 2nd out. Two outs. Here's Thomas. Thomas, 1 for 2. Thomas is a threat for the extra base hit. Freehand ready to receive. McLean comes to him. Grounded to second. He's there. Plenty of time, and he throws him out. 3 away. So the Brewers go quietly. Brewers still with a 1-run deficit. The big hitters coming up against Higuera. 2, 3, 4. Gehringer, Cobb, and Heilman. Gehringer to lead it off for the Tigers. He hits from the left. At the plate today, he's 0 for 1. 1 free pass. He was stung once. Gehringer waits. Higuera poised. Higuera to the wind. There's a liner toward left. Vaughn is coming in hard. He can't get it. It's on its way to the wall. Gehringer's headed for second. He'll try for third. Yount is over. He has the ball. Too late. Gehringer ends up on third with a triple. Vaughn tried to make a sliding catch, but the ball scooted by him. For Gehringer, his first triple of the season. The Tigers have nobody out. Gehringer down at third, up by 1. Now Cobb to face Higuera, left side batter, batting third. Cobb 0 for 3. He has outstanding bat control. Cobb gets in there. Higuera, foot on the rubber. Lefty against lefty. The Brewers are looking for the play at the plate. Gehringer takes his lead at third. The pitch. Grounded to short. Money dives. And he's got it. Spins, fires to first. Safe. The throw's off the bag. Gehringer scores. And they give Cobb the hit. So Cobb with a ribby single, and the Tigers now lead 2-0. All right, Heilman is out to take his hacks. He's their cleanup hitter for Detroit. Cobb down at first, no outs. Heilman has a walk and 3 times up. Heilman waiting for Higuera. Higuera comes set. Higuera with the pitch. Swung on, strike. There goes Cobb. Moore turns it around fast. The sweep tag. Out at second. 1 down. So Heilman steps back in. Higuera gets set to work on him. Here's the delivery. Hit to straightaway center field. It's playable. Yount moves under it and takes it in. 2 down. Two away, 8th inning. The next Tigers batter is Greenberg, right-hander. Greenberg 0 for 3. Left-hander Higuera ready. And the pitch. High fly ball to deep center. Yount is back on the track. Reaches up and brings it down. 3 down. The half for the Tigers. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They add a little insurance. Brewers trailing 2-0 and will go to the home half. For Milwaukee, it'll be Gantner, Money, and Moore. Well, Gantner to lead it off for the Brewers. He bats left. Batter ready. McLean poised. He brings it in. Hit to straightaway center field. Should be no trouble. Cobb moves under it. And Gantner is gone. 1 away. Money, the hit, 1 gone. Base is empty. Money is 0 for 1 with a walk. Now McLean ready. McLean fires it in. Just catches the plate. See you later. 2 down. Well, Moore's up. 2 outs. Charlie is 0 for 2. Catcher freehand sets his target. McLean winds and fires. Moore drills one by Kell. Backed up by Keene. The long off-balance throw. The stretch by Greenberg. Out at first for the 3rd out. So the Brewers are retired in order after 8. It's still 2-0 Tigers. Kaline, Kell, and Freehand to bat next. To get it going for the Tigers here, Kaline, right-handed hitter to face Higuera. Left-handed Higuera goes to the set position. Here's the delivery. Called strike, and that just nipped the corner. Strike 1. Kaline ready to take on Higuera again. Moore ready to receive. The pitch. A screaming liner, but right at Cooper. He snatches it in midair, and Kaline gives Cooper the stare. 1 away. One away. Right-handed batter Kell now walks out to bat, batting 7th. Kell steadies his bat. Higuera looking home.
To the plate.
Line to right, down the line. Is it fair or foul? Foul ball. Strike one. Kell back in the box. Now Higuera ready. Higuera to the wind. Lined hard to right. Toward the gap. Thomas cuts it off on the bounce. Kell has to hold first. George with his second hit in this game. Freehand is stepping up to hit against Higuera. He's a right-handed batter. One away. Runner on first. Freehand 1 for 3. Higuera looking in at the target. Here's the delivery. Jammed him. It's pushed towards second. Gantner charges, fields it. Flips it to first, and he nails Freehand by a step. That's 2. Kell goes to second. Pitcher McLean to hit, hitting ninth. For Detroit, 2 away. Runner on second. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 2. He's given himself up once. Higuera looking in. The pitch. Breaking ball. Bounce past Higuera. Money is over. Makes a pickup. Throws quickly. Tigers gone. The line for the Tigers. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. We've played 8 1/2. Brewers still down by 2. For Milwaukee, it'll be Higuera, Yount, and Cirillo. Higuera is scheduled to hit. McLean sets up on the rubber again. McLean looking in at the target. Brewers skipper Weaver walking down the bench. Weaver is taking pitcher Higuera out of the game. Who is it? Molitor will bat for him. Bats right. He grabs a bat. Heads to the box. So Higuera gets his innings. He pitched 9 full innings. The game for Higuera. 2 runs. 1 earned. On 7 hits. He stands to lose it unless the Brewers can make up the 2-run deficit. Molitor's up. Paul, a strong hitter. Paul can get on. McLean put on the rubber. McLean looking in. Weaver with his arms folded. McLean comes to the plate. Cut on. Ripped to right centered. Kaline gallops for it. He cuts it off. Molitor wisely holds first. All right, Molitor on at first. No outs. Down by 2. Yount comes out to face McLean. Bats right. Yount is hitless in 3 at-bats. A double play would hurt, but with Molitor on, it may be difficult. Yount preparing himself, flexes his right hand. Taps the bat on the inside of his right foot. McLean shakes out his right arm. Yount steps up to the plate, knocks the bat handle twice on the plate, waits for the pitch. McLean is on the slab. Cirillo is in his batting stance on deck. Right-hander McLean ready. Here's a pitch from McLean. Yount drives one down the left field line. It's deep enough if it's fair, and it's long gone. Robin ties it up. Home run for Yount and 2-run score. Robin cuts around the bases. He loves a trip downtown. He claps his hands. He's greeted at the plate. So Yount has hit a big 2-run homer, his first home run of the season, and the Brewers have tied this game. They're now even at tied at 2. Just listen to that crowd. Okay. No outs. 2 runs in. Cirillo, the hit for the Brewers. Bats right. He is dangerous. Jeff is 0 for 3. McLean wipes sweat from his hands. Kicks the rubber. Cirillo takes his place in the box. Adjusts his shoulders. Raises his hand slightly. Bat cocked. Waits for the pitch. McLean toes the rubber. The pitch. Rip and a miss by Cirillo. And that's a strikeout. 1 down. Cooper is stepping up to hit against McLean. He bats left-handed. Cecil is hitless in 3 at-bats. McLean cannot afford to make a mistake to Cooper. Cooper has speed. Cooper takes his place in the box. Leans in. McLean sets up on the rubber again. Righty against lefty. The pitch is on the way. Base hit right field. And Cooper will hold it first as the throw comes into second. He's on with a single. The game winner is now at first. 1 on, the bottom of the 9th inning. Vaughn walks up. Gregg is 0 for 3. Vaughn with dependable power. Cooper will take a big lead. He has the speed. Vaughn still not in the box. Works the bat across his back. McLean shakes out his right arm. Vaughn steps up to the plate. Turns his shoulder in. Taps the plate. Leans in. McLean sets up on the rubber again. McLean takes the sign from freehand. Righty against righty. Now glances at Cooper. First baseman Greenberg perched right in front of the bag. Throw to first. He's back. Now McLean is back on the rubber. Now he throws to first. And Cooper gets back. Not his best move. McLean gets the ball back. Now he's set again. And they've got Cooper off first. McLean fires. Safe. He dives back in. Now McLean is back on the rubber. He brings it in. High. And Cooper is off the bag. Freehand pumps, but he holds the ball. Ball 1. Vaughn in the box. Lowers the bat an inch or 2. Leans in. McLean climbs the mound. McLean looking in at the target. Cooper bluffs going. McLean kicks and deals. Easy bounce out of Gehringer. He's up with it. Over to Keene, covering second. In time. They get the out. No chance for a double play. Vaughn is on at first. Okay, the action's on. 2 down. Vaughn on first for Milwaukee. Thomas now walks out the bat. Gorman 1 for 3. Thomas with dependable power. Vaughn can hightail it. Thomas still not in the box. Bends to straighten his socks. McLean has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. Gorman stands in, waits for the pitch. McLean is on the slab. Cradles the ball in his glove and waits. Now glances at Vaughn. McLean cranks it up. Slow chopper toward Keene. He charges. Barehands it. Makes the off-balance throw to first. In time for the 3rd out. The line for the Brewers. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They have tied this game. Score 2-all into 9. Make yourselves comfortable, folks. We could be here a while yet. We're going to extra innings. The Brewers will face the top of the order here in the 10th. Keene, Gehringer, and Cobb. Sanders is coming on in relief for Milwaukee. For Sanders, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. Keene to lead it off for the Tigers. A right-sider. Keene 0 for 4. Keene has struck out twice. Excellent credentials with the stick. Sanders bends for the rosin bag. The ump is dusting off the plate. The batter stands in. Harvey has a look of determination on his face. Waits. Pitcher Sanders set to go. The pitch.
cut on, and it's lined to center field. Base hit. Yount's in, and it skips by him. He's after it. And Keene is into second standing. Score that a double. Thomas came over quickly to back him up. The go-ahead run is now at second base. Here's the situation. The Tigers have nobody out. Keene on at second. Gehringer steps up to face Sanders. He swings from the left side. In this game, Gehringer is 1 for 2. One free pass. He was stung once, and he scored a run. Gehringer is a real slugger. The Tigers will not be bunting here. Keene a few steps off second, and that's the go-ahead run. Gehringer preparing to bat, flexes his left hand. Bends to straighten his socks. Sanders works the ball with his hand, fixes his cap. Gehringer at the plate, waits. Sanders sets up on the rubber. Cobb stretches in the on-deck circle. Checks Keene at second. The pitch. High fly ball to center. Yount drifts under it, moves in, and makes the catch. Keene held up, and now he tags, but they'll hold him there as the ball is returned to the infield. One out, 10th inning, one on. Cobb's up. Cobb has a hit in 4 trips. He's driven in a run. Not intimidated by anybody. Cobb brushes his shirt, wipes his hand on his shirt front, stares into the dugout. Sanders works the ball with his hand. Batter in the box. Waits for the pitch. Sanders is on the slab. Shakes off the sign. Now Moore is running out to the mound. They're talking it over. And now Moore is trotting back. Here we go. Glances back at the runner. He comes home. Cobb lofts a routine fly ball to center. Yount has it measured, moves in, and pulls it down. Keene held up, and now he tags, but the coach flashes the stop sign as the ball is fired back in. Two outs, 10th inning, one on. Heilman up to hit. He's their cleanup hitter. Heilman hitless and 3 at-bats with a walk. Harry, one of the league's best. Heilman grips his right shoulder, tugs at his belt, posts his hands on the bat. Sanders shakes out his right arm, adjusts his collar. Heilman takes his place in the box. Waits. Sanders looking home. And they are putting Heilman on. Intentional walk. Weaver will let Sanders take his chances with Greenberg. 2 on, the top of the 10th inning. Now Greenberg to face Sanders. Bats right. Hank is without a hit in 4 at-bats. Greenberg brushes his shirt. Sanders shakes out his right arm. Sanders works the ball with his hand. Greenberg takes his place in the box. He digs in with his back foot, sets his hands, bat cocked, waits for the pitch. Sanders on the rubber, sets his grip with the ball out of sight, checks the runners. Now the delivery. Popped high to the right side. Gantner drifts back. The runners are moving. He's under it and makes the catch. The line for the Tigers. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. So they fail to cash in on the 2 runners. Score 2 all into 9 1/2. Gantner, Money, then Moore due up for Milwaukee. Here's Gantner to lead it off. Left-handed hitter to face McLean. Jim 0 for 3. Jim is a tough out. McLean, his job is to keep Gantner from reaching base. McLean bends for the rosin bag. The ump is dusting off the plate. So now, Gantner takes his place in the box. He digs in deep with his spikes. Now, ready. McLean looking home. McLean comes home. Gantner sends it in the air, deep right center field. Cobb goes over. Kaline goes over, and right fielder Kaline chases it down. 1 down. All right, for Milwaukee. Base is clear, 1 gone. It's now Money, the bat. He swings from the right side. They'll have to work around Money's power. Don walked once, he's 0 for 2. If Money gets on, he has a good chance of scoring. Money in the batter's box. Tugs at his cap. Bat cocked. Leans in. Pitcher McLean eyeing Money. Now he's ready. McLean to the wind. On the hand, it's a slow roller toward Cal. He charges. Scoops it. Over to first. Just in time. 2 down. Well, Moore up to hit. Charlie 0 for 3. Moore takes his place in the box. Waits. McLean gets set to work on him. Brewers skipper Weaver walking down the bench. Trying to make it happen. Weaver is calling on the Pine sitters. That's Ogilvy heading in to replace Moore. So the lefty will face McLean, the right-hander. Ogilvy getting ready to go. Ben, a slugger. The batter stands in. Ben takes his time, settling in the box. Waits for the pitch. McLean is ready to fire it in. Here's a pitch from McLean. Ogilvy drills one by Cal. Backed up by Keene. The long off-balance throw. The stretch by Greenberg. Out at first for the 3rd out. The Tigers retire the side in order. This game is even at 2 runs each after 10. For Detroit, it'll be Kaline, Cal, and Freehand. For the Brewers, Weaver now has Surhoff catching. Ogilvy is out of the game. Here's Kaline to lead it off. Kaline has collected a hit and a walk in 4 times out. Sanders does not want to groove it to Kaline. Kaline lit bat. His speed can force errors. Sanders inspects the ball. Kaline stands in. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on Sanders. Lowers the bat an inch or 2. Now ready. Sanders prepared to work. The pitch. Kaline hits one high. Hard right field. But it won't be enough. Thomas covers it. Routine. 1 down. One down. Cal up the bat. Batting 7th. George comes up there to hit. Cal 2 for 4. And he scored a run. If Cal gets on, he has a good chance of scoring. Cal at the plate. Waits for the pitch. Pitcher Sanders set to go. The delivery from Sanders. Cal pops it up on the infield. Money circles beneath it in short left field and puts it away. 2 away. Two away. Next to bat for Detroit is Freehand. Freehand has a hit in 4 trips. Freehand is a threat for the extra base hit. Freehand steps up to the plate. Bill has a look of determination on his face. Waits for the pitch. Surhoff sets up. The pitch. Scorched, but right at Cooper. He snatches it in midair, and Freehand barely got out of the box. That's the 3rd out. Sanders sets them down in order. Scores even at 2 runs each in the 10 1/2. The Brewers will have Sanders, Young, and Cirillo here in the 11th. Sanders is scheduled to hit. We'll have to see if he stays in the game. Brewers hitter Sanders. Ken taking his first at bat of the season. McLean focuses in on the target.
Brewers manager Weaver looking at his score sheet. You can mark pitcher Sanders out for the Brewers. Weaver not letting him bat. He's sending Jaha to the plate. Bats right. He breaks off a willow branch. Walks confidently before the crowd. So Sanders goes 2 innings. His line, no runs on 1 hit. Here comes Jaha to take his cuts. John, a slugger. McLean works the ball with his hand. McLean shakes out his right arm, digging a landing spot in front of the rubber. The ump wants to look at the ball. Now he returns it to McLean. Jaha in the box. John takes his time settling in the box. Waits for the pitch. McLean prepares to come home. Now McLean pitches. Swung on and missed. McLean pulled the string. And Jaha was way out in front. 1 away. One gone. 11th inning. We have Yount to bat for the Brewers. Yount had his first homer earlier in this game. Robin has a hit in 4 trips. He's driven in 2. Yount can turn a single into a double. Yount steps up to the plate, taps the plate with his bat, waits for the pitch. McLean gets set to work on him. McLean to the wind. Breaking ball, bounce past McLean. Keene is over. He stabs for it, makes a pickup, and throws Yount out by a step. 2 down. The Brewers have 2 outs, none on. Milwaukee now sends Cirillo to bat from the right. Cirillo is without a hit in 4 at-bats. They'll have to work around Cirillo's power. Cirillo in the box. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on McLean. Taps the barrel on the plate. Waits for the pitch. McLean gets set to pitch. He wheels and deals. Swung on. A blast to center. Cobb runs straight back. Turns and reaches. And takes it in for the final out. For the Brewers, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 12th. Score 2-2. For Detroit, here in the 12th, McLean, Keene, and Gehringer. Murphy is coming on in relief for Milwaukee. For Murphy, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to win. McLean is scheduled to hit. We'll have to see if he stays in the game. At the plate this season, he's 1 for 3. He's given himself up once. McLean steps up to the plate. McLean is 1 for 3. Catcher Surhoff sets his target. Tigers skipper Anderson walking down the bench. Anderson is yanking McLean. Fielder will bat in his place. Bats right. He shoulders the bat, heads out. So McLean gets his innings. He pitched 11. The line on him, 2 runs on 4 hits. A homer. He can win the game if they go ahead in this inning. Tigers hitter, fielder. Awesome power. Murphy works the ball with his hand. Combs his hair with his hand. The batter stands in. Waits for the pitch. Murphy ready. He lets it go. Hit in the air to center. Yount takes 3 steps to his right, and he covers it. 1 away. One away. 12th inning. Keene the hit. We're back at the top of the order. Harvey can pound the ball. Keene has 1 hit in his 5 times up. Keene is struck out twice. Batter in the box leans in. Murphy poised. Murphy deals. High fly left center. Yount is on his horse.
He'll get there, and does. 2 gone. Two gone. We have Gehringer coming up to hit. He bats left. In this game, Gehringer is 1 for 3. Walked once. He also reached once when he was hit by the pitch, and he scored once. Murphy cannot afford to make a mistake to Gehringer. Gehringer steps up to the plate, leans in. Surhoff set. He wheels and deals. Gehringer beats it into the dirt. A Baltimore chop in front of the plate. Surhoff waits for it. Rifles a throw to first, and the ump thumbs Gehringer out. 3 away. So the Tigers go down 1-2-3, score 2-2 at the end of 11 1/2. Detroit will now face the heart of the Brewers lineup. Cooper, Vaughn, and Thomas coming up. Hernandez is coming on in relief for Detroit. For Hernandez, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. It's his game to win. Well, here's Cooper to start it off, left side batter. Cecil, 1 for 4. Cooper has pop in that bat. Cooper can get down the line. Hernandez bends for the rosin bag. Cooper steps up to the plate, works his back foot, taps the plate, leans in. Left-handed Hernandez goes to the set position. The pitch. He swings. It's a fly ball to the gap in right. Cobb is racing over. So is Kaline. It drops in for a hit, and he will make second easily. A double for Cooper. So the Detroit defenses have been briefed. The winning run is now on second. Second hit for Cooper in the game. No one out. 12th inning. 1 on. Vaughn is out to take his hacks. Gregg has done nothing in 4 trips. Vaughn is a threat for the extra base hit. The Brewers will not be bunting here. Vaughn grips his right shoulder, flexes his right hand. Hernandez flaps his left arm. Batter in the box. Waits. Catcher ready. And they are putting Vaughn on. He trots down to first. Anderson will let Hernandez take his chances with Thomas. Two on. Here's Thomas to take his swings. Thomas is 1 for 4. The Brewers will not be bunting here. Thomas preparing to bat. Puts the hand briefly on the back of his neck. Hernandez flaps his left arm. Gorman stands in, settles in, lowers the brim of his cap, leans in. Hernandez sets up on the rubber again. Hernandez has a sign. Hernandez gets set to pitch. Weaver calm. Here's the pitch. Just off the corner. A base on balls. Hernandez was trying to be a little too fine. That fills the bases and puts the winning run only 90 feet away. That was Thomas' first walk of the season. Hernandez was visibly upset. He's strolling around the mound. He's going to take his time. No outs. 12th inning. Bases loaded. Gantner up to hit. Gantner is 0 for 4. Very tough to strike out. Cooper watching Hernandez groom himself. Played him, and this game is in the bobble. Gantner tucks in his shirt. Hernandez bends for the rosin bag. Gantner in the box. Taps the plate. Waits for the pitch. Hernandez put on the rubber. They're pulled in around the infield. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Lined hard to right. Base hit. Kaline is after it. He cuts it off deep in the gap. It's all over. Cooper scores. And that's it. The Brewers have won it.
spurred on by the disciplined leadership of Weaver. Our apprehension is released. Gantner has won this game with a clutch 12th inning hit, finished with no outs here in the 12th inning. The Brewers sneak by the Tigers 3-2. Here's the line for the Brewers. 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They lead 6 for the Tigers. 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. And they lead 9. Murphy gets his first win. Hernandez takes his first loss. So the Brewers gain a step for the Brewers. Overall, they now stand at 1-0. Bye for now, everybody. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Milwaukee. Final score, Milwaukee Brewers 3, Detroit Tigers 2.
Oh my God, ass phrase. That's it. I'm never going to live that one down. All right, we got a couple minutes until Bernard's game. I was starting to get a little bit uncomfortable there. Baseball for Windows players know that there's a way you can finish out a game. For those of you new to it, just go to Options, turn off the announcer, and if you're just doing a play like this where the CPU is managing against the CPU, just minimize the game screen and it'll pop right back up and the game will be over. So, don't know if anybody knows that little trick, but that's how you can finish out a game in Baseball for Windows. So, yeah. Yep, so there you go. You don't have to even do that, Aaron. Like I said, the game window's up. Just go to Options, turn off the announcer, minimize the game screen, and it'll pop right up and auto finish. It's that quick. So, yeah. So great minds think alike. I announced that before you even asked the question. So just really quickly, couple of neat things in this, then we'll get out of here like really, really quickly. You can go to any game that's completed and bring it up, and there's your box score, which is really, really nice. I've got to start posting some of this stuff too. There's a Facebook group that does that does box scores. I just read a really nice review on this game too, the 5.75 version, and the guy really, really loved it. And it is such a good game. And I do want to do a thing down the line about what's under the hood again, and maybe a complete thing is there seems to be getting to be some more interest in this game, and this is a huge, huge file. Anybody out there that has Baseball for Windows, and if you don't, this file is going to be useless to you. I'll certainly be glad to send you this roster. And actually, for those that don't, I have a series of screenshots of this big roster thing that I've created. And if you wanted to recreate this in Action PC Baseball or Digital Diamond or whatever, this isn't an APBA product that I'm using. So, you know, it's using just actual Major League Baseball stats. So just, you know, let me know in the Discord, and I'll be glad to pass along the love. So you have the modern, yeah, they do have the newspaper style box score, which is really, really cool. The other thing that it has too, of course, you can do, you know, all kinds of reports from here. However, yeah, and here it is. Let's do newspaper style box. Well, we'll have to bring it up here. But I'm not going to mess with that. Just one more thing I want to show you, again, in the modularity of this program. And I did some, yeah, we're good there. Okay. So yeah, I don't have the Modern All-Stars disc, Aaron, only because anything after 1997, once the program doesn't recognize the player's name, then you know, Ernie just does the first initial, and that drives me too crazy. So, and since I'm into older baseball, this will serve my purposes for quite a while. But I want to show you guys StatMaster again, just really quickly, because we're so enamored of what Action PC can do. Well, you can do it here too. So this is the one that I've been using. You can see there's a lot of teams in here, a lot of baseball. So you can do you can do custom leaderboards here again, and I can pick just for players or teams. And look at this window down here under the stats that this thing tracks. There's a lot going on in here. You know, I can go to base running and attempted stolen bases for players, and just do a display. And up here we have just attempted steals. And again, this is just very, very young in this season. If I want to do who has the best stolen base percentage, again, I could just display that. And Cousin Ken will be happy to know that Sliding Billy Hamilton is at the top of the list, sharing it with Joe Morgan. I can go to teams. What team's leading in stolen bases right now in this? Cincinnati Reds. And as this goes on, this is just like the Encyclopedia and Action PC Baseball, and also like the League Tracker and the BNN page for individual players in Out of the Park Baseball. I can go to players. And let's go back to batting, and maybe I want to do something like a current hitting streak. Click display, and right now there's 104 players tied at 1, which you would expect in such an early part of the season. So this is really, really good. You can break fielding down by position. Everything is printable. You can open as many windows as you want. All right. So as this league goes on, I'll be able to show you guys more. Last thing I want to show you, and then I promise we'll get the hell out of here, is Advanced Draft. This is the most powerful part of this program. So if that's because I'm an old guy. Who says that? Bite me, Clinton. Anyhow, an old guy. So yeah, oh no, I get it, Aaron. They come with the game. I haven't installed them. It's going to recognize probably 60% of the names. If you have the Fan Park Encyclopedia, or if you just have some seasons, this is the most powerful thing here that you can do. So from here, I can do things like create fantasy drafts, move players from one team to another, anything I want, look at players. So since Clinton's here, we'll make a quick look at and Bernard's here for just a few more minutes. We've got 15 minutes. We're only going to take like 10. All right, so here are the players for the on this Boston Red Sox team. So pretty nice mix here. You got Ted Williams, you got Jim Rice, Yastrzemski, DiMaggio. But one of the cool things about it is if you play the APBA Master game, if I right-click on any of these players, and you can do this in-game too, I can view Mo Vaughn's card as it would appear in the APBA Master game. There it is. So you get every card with the game. So imagine, right, for anybody that wants this, if you have baseball for Windows, there's 1,333 players here that you can just do whatever you want. So just to give you an idea of just this file, again, I love playing with numbers. So we go to this combination, calculator. Come on, there you go. So if I wanted to create 30 teams, or the amount in subset, okay, so there's 1,333, and I want to do 30. And if I calculate that, I'm going to bring this over, and hopefully you guys will see it. The bottom number, it's so large, can't even read it. If anybody, yeah, we'll go back to those pitching grades here in a second, as Dan says. There it is. So look at this possible number of combinations, and there are no repeats. So hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, blah 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 blah. So you could never ever do every possible combination of 1,333 players, and the amount in each subset of that is 30. So just crazy, just absolutely crazy. And it gets a little smaller if we just do 8 choose 1,333, but still, that's what millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. So there's 242 quintillion possible combinations if you just wanted to do 8 teams out of that set. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. Super easy to move players from one data disk to another data disk if you have them. But yeah, let's look at a couple of these things. Now, if for Smokey Joe Wood, there's two ways that you can look at the. So this is the quote-unquote card that's in game. That's in the Baseball for Windows part of it. And there you can look at his grade is a 26, his durability, his control is Z, which is excellent. But again, if I wanted to look at Smokey Joe Wood in the cards and dice game, then all I have to do is, again, and I know that's very small there, guys. I'm really sorry this window isn't resizable. But, you can see his, he's a grade 26 pitcher, a 2XZ, as you would expect. Just brilliant pitching there. But there's a lot more that I would like to show you guys, but that will be for another time. And really happy to see that there's some interest still in Baseball for Windows. This thing is every bit as good as Strat PC, if not better. Anyhow, that's enough. We're going to go to Bernard Strom's house, and we're going to see another 1912 Red Sox replay. Last night was the inaugural game at Fenway Park, christening Fenway Park. So we're going to turn it over to Bernard Strom Sports Replay. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please do. And that game is coming up in 11 minutes, so time to get out of here. So Clinton Parks, good to see you. Never see you enough. There's the professor. Aaron Reed. Yeah. Do anything you want, Aaron. This is they drafted Reggie Jackson onto the Tigers from 1984 just for the hell of it. Absolutely. Dan Burke, thank you. Dan Burke is a big Baseball for Windows fan. Big Clue. Oh my God. We'll just go with that last comment. All right, thanks. Bernard, again, Bernard Strom Sports Replays coming up here. Aaron Reed, thanks, Aaron, buddy. And really, everybody that just hung out today, Cousin Ken Castro, Mark Roberts, in here with us today at the ballpark, where it was a good game, really good game. And Tim Klee, baseball fan, was here. And so was David, baseball demos. All right. Oh my God, you're short 16 there at work. Ow, that's terrible. All right, guys, thank you very much. See you in 10 minutes on Bernard Strom's channel. And I'm guessing it's still Red Sox Yankees. Not sure. We'll find out. All right, guys. Yeah, the stats package is incredible once you dive into it on StatMaster. StatMaster's insane. You're absolutely right, Dan. All right, guys. See you around the batting cage and hopefully at Bernard's broadcast in 9 minutes. All right, see you then.